dahil wala naman tayong ganap today, andito lang tayo sa bahay, meron lang tayong bibigyang pansin ng mga questions dito. And the reason kung bakit dito ko nilagay, kasi alam niyo naman, meron akong isang channel kung saan nagre-review ako ng mga online loan platforms. But this time, dito ko to ilalagay because dito, more personal, more relatable. Wala tayong masyadong effects dito kasi parang vlogs tayo lang talaga siya instead of parang instructions. Anyway, I want to talk about Maya mini payments kasi alam niyo naman, di ba, na si Maya, meron siyang pa-credit card which is Maya Black. And kung hindi ka ma-approve agad doon sa yung regular na Maya credit card, then meron siyang Maya Black Express. And ang dami na rin sa inyo yung nagre-reklamo kasi hihingi siya ng deposit. But we'll talk about that later. Anyway, so like I said, I want to talk about Maya na credit card because actually mga 1 year na ako merong ganito. And so far, okay na okay yung experience ko dito. In fact, naka Maya Black Express po ako kasi hindi po ako na-approve dun sa regular. So last year, nagka-Maya Black Express ako. I was asked to do a deposit. Yung credit limit ko to start with was 16,000 pesos dahil pinadeposit niya ako ng 20,000 pesos para magkaroon ako ng credit limit ng 16,000 pesos. And I did not take it negatively kasi yung 20,000, sa'yo naman yan, and it turns interest. So imagine, in just 1 year, 20,000 pesos ko na naka-hold sa Maya, nag-earn siya ng, to date, kasi more than 1 year na, 600 pesos. Kasi meron din akong secured credit card kay Metrobank dati, and ang baba, ang konti ng interest. Maliit, 35,000 yung secured credit card ko kay Metrobank dati na although full amount yung credit limit mo, hindi tulad ni Maya na a portion of that, like 80%, magiging credit limit mo, dun sa Metrobank, ang liit ng interest, guys. I think it's only a matter of time kasi pwede naman nila yung i-release. Dalawa kasing bagay mangyayari nito. Pwedeng, after 6 months or 12 months or 1 year, pwede na i-release nila yung deposit mo. Okay, babalik nila sa inyo and release na yung hold out deposit. Or tataasan nila yung credit limit mo na without asking for additional deposit. So, yung nangyari sa akin, naka-hold pa rin yung 20,000 ko, pero instead of 16,000 credit limit, nag-increase na siya to 20,000 pesos. And I think I have options here. Pwede akong tumawag ng customer service or request na iparelease nila, or pwede rin akong maghintay. Kasi dito kay Metrobank, it took mga 3 years. Hindi ako nag-request. Basta 3 years lang. Nirelease lang nila yung deposit ko. And I think it's okay with Maya dahil yun nga, mataas yung interest. So, dyan na muna yan para kunyari. May forced savings tayo, Anyway, so meron siyang bagong feature and it's what you call the mini payment. At meron tayong mga questions dito from our viewers. Kasi may mga nagtatanong na paano daw bayaran yung mini payment and paano ma-activate yung mini installment at paano bayaran yung mini payment. That's why I'm doing this separate video. Kasi bago siyang feature, guys, because yung mga traditional na mga credit cards, meron na nito yung pa-installment. At si Maya ngayon meron na rin. Gawin na lang natin itong example kasi usually mas madaling intindihin pag merong example, Bill ko was 17,000. Kasama na doon yung finance charge at 300 plus kasi yung last payment ko hindi ako nakapag-full. I paid more than minimum anyways. Kasi kung hindi ka nagbayad ng full, pa-minimum ka lang or partial, whatever is remaining will have a finance charge for the next cut-off and Maya Black charges 3%. Anyways, so meron akong bill, 17,000 and I made another partial payment. Kasi ganun talaga, guys, there are times that you just can pay in full and you just need to schedule your payments. So I think dito papasok yung beauty ng mini payments which is pa-installment ni Maya. Which, by the way, is not meant para patong-patong yung babayaran, but this is like a strategy para to lessen the pressure. Bills management pala. So, I made a partial payment. May natitira pang 7,884.73 na. Kung hindi ko yun mababayaran, hihintay pa ako ng next cut-off. Yung 7,000 na yan, magkakaroon niya ng charge na 3%. Ingat kayo sa mga ganyan, guys, kasi dyan tayo nalulubog. Anyways, it's plain and simple. After I made a payment, meron akong available limit na pwede ko pang gamitin, 9,261. Tandaan nyo yan, guys, because importante to kasi yung iba nako-confuse kasi nito. So, I have the option na bayaran yung 7,884, di ba? But, syempre, for this example, convert natin yung part of that into mini payments and you will see the difference later. So, pupunta ka ng history instead of, kasi di ba, meron dyan sa Maya, may nasa baba, pupunta ka ng history at makikita mo yung mga transactions mo. And then, meron siyang option to convert to mini payment dyan or pay your bill in full. So, pag-click po ng convert to mini payment, lalabas yung mga transactions na eligible na i-convert. And as you can see, pwede mo i-convert lahat yan Or para sa akin, sabi ko, or nasa inyo yan kung anong transaction. So, I don't see any reason why, pati yung mga subscriptions ko every month, i-convert ko. So, for this example, gagamitin natin yung pinakamalaki dito, and that was my previous na phone bill. Kasi, yung dati, yung iba kong subscriptions, doon ko nilagay, kaya ang laki ng phone bill ko. Anyway, ito plan kasi ito, and then 3 kami dito. Anyways, just so you know. I-click mo na yung continue at papipiliin ka niya ng terms. May iba na mabibigyan ng terms, I think depende sa amount. Kasi if malaki yung amount, pwede ka niyang bigyan ng 6 months or 12 months. Pero based on the amount ng 4,000, 3 months lang po tayo. And then meron tayong effective interest rate na 1.49. O, mababa yan compared sa paola-ola lang. So, ito lang yung option ko, and i-click mo lang yung continue if you're happy with the proposal. Yung proposed rates, meron lang siyang at least transparent na pinapakita niya na after ko itong mabayaran in 3 months, yung napunta sa interest is 125.94 with the effective monthly interest of 1.49 per month. Okay. Ang baba guys ha. So, kaya nga mas okay yung mga ganitong facilities kaysa sa mga OLA. So, I click continue, and on the next page, para it's easy for you to track your many payments, many payment transactions, you're going to name it. So, pero hindi, ayaw niya na may spaces, so I just call it split bill. Depende na yun sa inyo. Pagkatapos nun, meron sa baba, i-accept mo yung terms and conditions, assuming that you read it all already, because usually dapat binabasa naman talaga yan. Pag-click mo ng accept, diretso na siya, na nako-convert into mini payment. So, paano ito bayaran? So, yung nangyari, kasi yung 4,000, di ba doon kanina may natitirang 7,000. Tapos, kinonvert ko yung isang malaking bill into mini payments. Nag-iba po yung total due, yung dapat kong bayaran before mag-due date. Instead of 7,000, naging 3,714.45 na. Kasi part of that, na-split into 3 with interest, babayaran ko starting next month. First payment ay mapapasama dun sa bill ko next month. So, yung 4,000 is not gonna be charged 3% anymore kasi in-installment ko siya. And kung babayaran ko yung 3,714 now, kasi pag babayaran mo to, kailangan mo mag-deposit sa Maya wallet mo kasi doon niya kukunin. Okay? Sa mga nagtataka kung paano bayaran. So, nasa app lahat yung transaction. So, kung babayaran ko tong 3,714.45, hindi na ako ma-charge ng finance charge on my next bill. And then, assuming na hindi ko gagamitin, pagkatapos ko bayaran, hindi ko gagamitin, nalinis ko siya, I paid it off, yung next bill ko, yung magre-reflect lang is yung kinonvert ko into mini payment, yung first payment, and whatever purchase man, yung mangyayari after I pay this. Kasi pagkatapos ko mag-pay ng 10,000 pesos, hindi ko pa siya nagamit. Parang ayaw ko muna siyang gamitin guys because I want to bring this down to 0 first before I use it again. Kasi may iba naman akong credit cards and I'm just trying to lessen my expenses every month. So, ito yung gusto ko sa credit card kasi natatrack mo yung expenses mo for as long as you know how to use it well. You can use it as a tool para matrack mo yung expense. Kasi minsan pag puro ka cash, nagugulat ka na lang kasi ba't yung 1,000 ko ubos na isang araw pa lang, diba? Yung ganun. The moment na nagpa-change, pinabreak mo yung 1,000 into smaller bills, naku, bilis maubos guys. So, pag nasa credit card, at least mayroon kang transaction history. So, mamomonitor mo yung transactions mo. So, yun. And I plan to pay 3,714. Ifa-follow ko lang yung due date kasi ang 28, okay? So, if I pay this, wala akong finance charge for the next cut-off. And kung wala akong babayaran, so yung magre-reflect lang on my next bill is the first payment of the one that I converted into mini payment, which I think makes it, di ba, carry, di ba, mas less pressure. So, the best thing for me to do is to pay this 3,700 now kasi bukas po yung due date. Although, kahit hindi ko to bayaran, total nagbayad naman ako ng 10,000 the other day, wala naman siya masyadong, wala namang issue. Pero mas maganda na bayaran ko tong 3,700 para wala nang finance charge on the next bill. So, I hope this video helps. Let me know if may questions pa kayo. Tingnan natin if ma-address natin yan on the next video. And I hope you also watch my other videos, yung mga usual ganap sa buhay ko. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.